Good evening, my friends. Graham here with another video. So I'm gonna get in my rap flow. Wasn't feeling it, but now I'm back. I'm about to light it up with my rap attack. I'm about to have fun. Yeah, this is tic-tac-toe. I'm gonna win. I'm the best chess player in the world. Okay, nothing to do with the shit, but I'm having fun rapping, so I'ma go with it. I'm an exile in my life, and everybody knows Graham comes in. Yeah, ho, ho, ho. I'm giving gifts, that's why. Anyway, all right, so something that I want to talk about that I think is super important is understanding the context of your setting, surroundings, where you dwell. As you can see right now, there's nobody here. It's just me on a Friday night, and I'm feeling really, really, really isolated. And sometimes that's really, really good, and other times it's not. For me, when I need to focus and get work done, it's amazing because, having this place that's so quiet helps me think, articulate to myself what I'm trying to get across, listen and receive all the things that I need to move forward. And I think that for a lot of people, one of the reasons that they have such a hard time moving forward with their life and understanding what it really is truly that they want to do and who they are is because they don't spend enough time listening. They don't spend enough time alone. They don't spend enough time in the right environment. And there is nothing, I believe, more important than self-awareness and then hacking that self-awareness by putting yourself in the right environment to succeed, right? It's sort of like knowing, like, for example, if you like sports, it's like knowing what position your player on your team is best at and then putting them in that position on the field or the court so they can make the play, right? It's the same thing with you in your life. Like, you need to know what you're really good at so that you can put yourself in position via the environment to succeed. It's the same thing. And I sort of have a good grasp of where I'm my best, and I'm really, really good when I'm isolated because I come up with great ideas and then I can implement them on the other end of the spectrum when I'm being super extroverted, out and about doing crazy shit, like the retreats that are coming up, etc. So it's interesting when you take time for self-reflection and you find yourself in these really chill environments, you're able to access that, go deeper, understand, reflect, and then you can take all the stuff that you learned about yourself and apply that into real time to set it up so that you're successful. Everyone who's ever been great at anything does this. They hack their life. They set it up so they can't fail, right? There's going to be adversity no matter what, but your best chance of overcoming adversity is having all these fail safes in place so that at the worst, you're at least in your own environment and can be successful there, right? So I think that on a Friday night, when so many people go out and they rush home from work and their first thing they want to do is like, I need to get out, I need to do this, I need to do that. I think what people need to do is way more time for reflection. Like, it's time to reflect. How was this week? What could I get better at? What did I learn? What lessons, most importantly, what lessons were learned this week? Guys, if you're not learning lessons every week, you are not living. That is the whole point, is to constantly be learning and then taking the things you learned and adapt them to your life to give yourself a better chance to be successful. I learned a long time ago. I am way worse when I go out on Friday nights. I go hard. I wake up on Saturday late. I'm groggy. I'm tired, and I'm immediately thinking like, okay, how can I overcompensate from last night? Like, instead, having a chill Friday night, getting to bed early so I can get up and destroy Saturday morning when everyone else is still sleeping. That is where I'm at my best. Hacking it, guys. You got to hack it. You got to know where you're best. Know what you're good at. Know where you belong, and then attack both of those with reckless abandon and continue to innovate on top of that as time goes on. That's my advice for Friday night and a little bit of self-reflection, because I'm doing that as we speak. And the other cool thing is, like, in the process of doing all that, I find myself doing all kinds of random things. Like, I really like music. I think that I need to be involved in music and art and being creative, like, often. Like, that needs to be a weekly thing, like, hardcore. And that's something I want to work on in 2019, is making time for that stuff and learning, and not just like finding myself on social media promoting pillars of growth and all this shit that I end up doing, which is great, but like, that takes up so much time, and there's so many other things that need my attention, and I think creation really is the key. The more stuff you create, the better chance you have at hitting a home run. And also, the more stuff you create, the happier you are, because creating stuff is the best thing ever. There's nothing more fun than creating things that are useful, fun, interactive for others. So yeah, my Friday night reflection. Here you go. I should start that. A Friday night reflection vlog. That's a decent idea. There's where ideas come from. Boom. I'll see you next week. Peace.